It's me again. So, the grieving process, death, sadness, grief, loss, all of that fun stuff. It's been exactly 30 days since my dad died. And I'm sitting here in the house going through thank you cards and all the guests that came to his funeral, his celebration of life. And I'm just noticing how still and silent everything is in this house. And I've got his taxes to go through and his trust to go through, and I'm still unpacking, right, all the stuff that gets in the way of just being sad or hurt or upset. When you experience this, the only way out is through. You have to stay in the sadness and the hurt. You have to do the very thing you don't want to do until you become who you are out of it. The sadness, the grief, the anger, the fear, whatever it is in any aspect of your life. If you stay in it long enough, that's where the wisdom is. That's where the healing is. That's where the miracle is. And if you do, when you come out of that, you're restored back to your natural state. But most of the time we find distractions. I can think of 50 things that I need to do with this estate, my life, my business, my house, when normally there'd only be like 3 or 4, right? But I'm struggling to sit in this sadness of it. So many things that I wanted to do this year that are on my vision board. This wasn't fucking one of them. But here it is. Being born, dying, there's never a good time for it. It's always fucking hurtful and inconvenient. And when you're born, it's inconvenient, but everyone's happy afterwards. Not so much with death. When you stay in the sadness, it will teach you everything you need to know about yourself. When your mind or ego seduces you, all of a sudden cleaning the house again becomes more important than honoring and respecting your sadness. And it's not even about my dad now. These feelings have been with me most of my life. The death just brings it to a wall where it's like, nope, you got to deal with it. You got to take it on. And the best part is, here I am sitting in this house my dad got. And when he couldn't get it, because he couldn't afford it, he brought me in to help him. And so now it's mine. And it's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Well, guess what? That's perfect. Not my ideal place. It's actually opposite of my ideal place. It's his ideal place. Opposite for me. But it's perfect because now I have no choice but to take on the sadness and aloneness and sit here alone until I come through it. And that's where the value is. See, we don't value sadness. We overvalue happiness. And when we lose it, we get pissed because we're no longer happy. But you can't have one without the other. You have to take both. If you want to have it all, you have to experience it all and to embrace all your emotions. Otherwise, you're just going to fight for happiness and be upset when you lose it. It is through the sadness is where the magic and the power is. The more I sit in my sadness, the more connected I get. The more intimate I am. The more I understand about myself. And I can full circle take that sadness all the way back to restoring who I was before this happened. How God created me. And when I get restored and renewed, I grow, I expand as a human being. I'm more connected to him. If I run from it, distract myself from it, I lose my power. I lose my personal integrity. I lose becoming. Out of my pain, I became. Out of your pain, you become. It's the greatest fucking teacher, except when we resist it. So, I don't want to go through all these cards right now. Like, I literally just want to fucking run. I want to go do something else. I want to call every friend I fucking know right now. I'm going on my fucking 3rd coffee. I don't fucking need half of one. I just don't want to fucking do it. So I'm going to sit here and take it on and embrace it. Because if I don't, then I get stuck with my fucking hurt. And if I get stuck with my hurt, then I'm no good for my clients or anybody else in my relationship with. In fact, I get stuck with my hurt, then all my happy, amazing friends, I'm not going to be able to enjoy them because I'm stuck in my own shit. I'll want them to not be so happy around me. And I'll never ask somebody else to shrink or hide their happiness or power or juice because I'm disconnected from mine. I'm not going to take from them because I'm taking from my opportunity to restore myself back to and better than I was before. And every time I embrace it, I get better. It just doesn't look the way I thought it would. Getting better doesn't look like sadness or aloneness or hurt or anger. We think that's the bad shit. No, that's all part of the life experience. And if I stay in it, I'll always come through it. If I run from it, I get stuck with it. So, this is where I'm at. Like, this is life. You don't need to comment, I'm so sorry, because I'm not sorry. Like, this is my life right now. This is where I'm at. And how I take it on says everything about who I am and who I'm becoming. Not taking it on is going to get me a lot of sympathy and a lot of other people saying, oh, I feel sorry for you. Why? I'm on my way back to restoring who I am before this happened. Why would you feel sorry for that? And it's because how you see me going through this brings up stuff for you and how you deal with your sadness and aloneness. And I'm guessing it's probably not staying in it until you get all the value you need so that sadness and aloneness and hurt and anger aren't something you have to hide in your life anymore and hope you don't experience anymore. Hell no. My sadness is teaching me so much. I can see how it shows up in my relationships and where it causes problems in my relationships. And if I leave this right now and I go start dating, guess what? She's going to be comfort. She's going to be an attachment. I'm not going to see her for who she is. I'm going to see her through I don't ever want to be sad in this relationship. So let me fix everything so no one ever feels sad. And then we won't have a real authentic relationship, because authentic relationships, you have to feel your shit every once in a while. The law of love demands that you heal, that you go through hard times, but it's not a hard time I'm going through. It's an experience that I don't want to deal with. That's what makes it hard. And the truth is, what I'm reading and engaging in it is people loving my dad. And if I embrace that, I start to realize I go to sad all throughout my life because I'm tired of performing to be loved and I just want to be loved. You see the wisdom in that? Right. So I'm going to sit here, let all these people love my dad and enjoy it. And let their love for my dad sink in to me as well. Because we share a lot of the same love for each other. All right. I'll talk to you soon.